Hello there and welcome to today's video. Today I want to talk to you about something which is pretty darn special. And it's called, are you really communicating with your prospects? Okay. I'm hoping you can see this because, to be quite frank, I'm using the Facebook Live and I can't see anything. I don't even know who's watching and whatever it is. If you leave any comments, please forgive me. I'll answer all of them after. Okay. So my point is this: are your prospects really listening to you, and are they believing you, or are they simply putting up with you, or are they trying to get rid of you? Because all these things will relate to the way that you communicate. Oh, I can see some people. Carol Kerr, thank you for joining. Hello there. Janet Castelli, hello. Lovely to see you too. Thank you very much indeed. So, what I want to share with you today are three things that you have to avoid. You really have to avoid these things, right, when you're communicating with your prospects. Okay. My name is Peter Beckenham, the village marketer. I'm the guy who helps you sell your stuff, right? And as always, talking to you from my little Thai village way up near the Cambodian border. Hello to Mary Gaines Triggs. Thank you for joining me. Thank you very much indeed. I appreciate people sharing their time with me very much indeed. Okay, so what are these three things that you've got to avoid like the plague, right? Well, they're all C's, right? And the first one is cheesy sales pitch, right? Cheesy sales pitch. For example, I can find any business $10,000 to $50,000 in less than 45 minutes without spending a cent on advertising. Okay, that's a pretty good sales pitch. Would they believe you? Hmm? That's being used by a lot of people, by the way. The second C is cutting to the chase. These are things you've got to avoid, right? For example, let me share with you our amazing new product that will save you so much time and so much effort, okay? Just cutting straight to the chase. Why is this stupid? Because you don't even know who they are yet. But people are doing this. They're starting off by saying, let me do this, okay? Number three C to avoid is cash earnings or cash savings or whatever you want to say, right? For example, do you have 15 minutes, just 15 minutes for me to show you how you can save X dollars or earn Y dollars? I mean, 15 minutes, come on, who's joking? Who's kidding who here, right? This is a lot of rubbish. They don't believe it's going to be 15 minutes anyway, and they know it's a sales pitch coming. So these sorts of communications are stupid, right? Really stupid. What you need to do is this. First of all, you need to know your target market, right? Before you do anything else, before you do any communicating, know who your target market is. I mean, let me tell you this. There are people out there looking for what you have to offer and they have the money to afford it. They are. They're there for you, right? The problem is if you don't position yourself within that target market, then they'll never find you. Here's an example. Here's my target market, okay? Just to give you a for instance. My target market are solopreneurs. One person shows, one lady, one man shows, doing it all on their own, right? They're normally between 40 to 65 years of age. They hate feeling pushy. They've got a fear of rejection. They generally are very uncomfortable talking about money, asking about the money. And these people are the ones that I deal with, okay? They're the ones that in fact, I don't just deal with them, they're the ones I love working with, all right? So that's my target audience. Now, as I said before, if you don't know your target audience, then how in the heck are they supposed to find you? You've got to know who they are and position yourself in that place where those people are. But choose carefully, okay? Who you want to work with. Be careful. Don't make it too broad, okay? And don't make it too skinny either. But choose carefully who you want to work with. I mean, just today, I had to say no to a person who was wanting me to coach and mentor them in sales, right? And I had to say no. And the reason I said no wasn't because they couldn't afford it, because in fact, I doubled the price and they said yes. I doubled the price to get rid of them, to be quite frank, right? But the reason I didn't want to take them on is because they don't listen. Because it would be a battle between me and them. I'd be trying to help them and mentor them and teach them and coach them what to do, and they'd be fighting me all the way back about why should we do that. What's the point of doing that? They're not my target market, right? Sure, he's a solopreneur. Well, I shouldn't have said that. The person was a solopreneur, right? But not the sort I wanted. All right. So what you need to do once you've got your target market organized is you need to sell with some authenticity. Okay. And this is what you should do. Don't lead with the 3 C's. Don't worry, getting a sales pitch and all that stuff. Don't do that. First of all, lead with compassion and lead with empathy. This is critical for yourself, right? Lead with compassion and empathy. In other words, you have to earn the right to put your offer in front of your potential target market. But the only way to earn that right is to listen actively, is to give advice, is to help them, and is to give value to these people so they can see that you are not just trying to sell them something, you're actually trying to help them. It's that darn simple, right? But people forget that. They just go off and do all sorts of rubbish, right? So you need to earn the right. And when you earn the right by giving value with integrity, then you follow this simple process, right? And the process is, and you've heard me say this before, 1, with compassion is empathy, understanding, okay? With that point, in other words, be prepared to show that you're vulnerable, okay? Be prepared to show that you're transparent, okay? Be prepared to show that you're not perfect, in other words, right? People want real people. Secondly, then engage them, okay? And engage them in a way that they are the center of attention. Very, very important, right? Thirdly, once you've engaged them, then what you do is you express some gratitude. Now, this you might find interesting because it's gratitude and you're educating them at the same time. And the gratitude is where you are so thankful for the actual expertise and experience or offer or whatever you have. You are thankful for that. And that's why you're grateful, okay? So they now know you're vulnerable, you're being transparent, you're not perfect, okay? You're listening to them, you've understood what they want, okay? And you just shared with them that you're proud of the fact that you have the expertise to help people who are in your market, which is in my case solopreneurs, right? Finally, you then finish, okay, in terms of communicating with your potential prospects with a call to action. Now, the call to action could be something like this. And please, 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 don't be heavy with this. But you could do this. And this is what I often do. If you are in any way interested in me helping you after you've heard what I had to say, please reach out and let me know. Or if you know someone who needs to hear this message, please share it with them. That's basically how I go about it, okay? That's how I communicate with my potential prospects. And I'm hoping that what I shared with you today helps you to build more relationships, because this is what we're after. Your business will only survive if you are having long-term business relationships where customers stick with you, buy more from you, believe in you, trust you, and respect you for who you are. There you go. Okay. I hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, all the best from Thailand. Bye for now.